Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're going to be playing some MekHQ and some MegaMek. But first, quick shout out. We've got Mr. McGorilla joined us on Discord and MC McGorilla on Twitch. So thanks and welcome to the party. Hope you enjoy your time here. Suspicious Wizard, hey, how's it going? Glad you could join us. Oh man, it feels good to be back on schedule, and I apologize and I appreciate your patience with me while I was going through some stuff. But I am back and I'm happy to be back. And we had just finished a mission where we were defending a grounded dropship. We got some battle loss compensation for that. Having dinner, salad and meat. Sounds hearty, if nothing else. So we had finished that mission, and then I made a grievous error. We actually started this mission at one point, but we weren't able to finish it in one sitting. So I saved the game and picked up where we left off the following week by starting the mission over. And then, of course, when I didn't finish it in one session, I saved it on the exact same slot. For no other reason than I thought it was a convenient name to use, and I thought that the save file was out of date and kind of extra. But it wasn't. And so things kind of went pear-shaped a little bit. Specifically in the case of the Atlas being driven by Earl Sinclair here, had its left torso armor breached. And the left torso is where we keep 3 tons of ammunition. Now, I'm not trying to game the system here, but I feel like we are in a bad situation. And I discussed this on Discord, but what we're going to do is we're going to declare defeat, and we're going to come back and try again at some later point. Defeat, no. And then of course, wait, okay, I declared defeat when we had no one need available. They changed this interface with this version. I'm not familiar with this. Princess has replaced. Okay, so now we need to declare defeat again, since now we have an opponent to declare victory against us. And that should end the turn. No, this is... Okay, offboard attack phase. That's going to happen regardless. The harasser got destroyed by his own artillery. Simply eject the ammo at the barrel of your AC-20. Unfortunately, that was all missile ammo there, and that's not how guns work. Allied Marauder taking 15 points of damage, mostly just terrain and buildings. Okay, and we're at the end phase, which is exactly where we want to be. Team 2 has achieved all the required victory conditions. Yes, we do want to save salvage. No, we did not control the battlefield. Let's see, the Wolverine took some armor damage, and honestly, the Atlas was mostly in decent shape, but again, I didn't want to take the risk of losing the mech and also the injuries to Earl Sinclair, who didn't volunteer to be in that mission twice. And as a matter of fact, as soon as I'm done here, we are awarding XP for the kills that we made on this failed mission, if nothing else. And in fact, we're going to be giving an extra XP to Earl Sinclair for a kill that he got the first time we attempted that mission, the one that got overwritten. So it's my opinion that he earned it, and he's entitled to it, and so he's going to have it. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Earl Sinclair, who is actually wounded. He has some cuts on his chest that'll be healed in 1 day. Rank, this is nice chilly Texas today. You should have been playing all day, right? You had nothing else to do. That's not entirely true. I did have other ways to occupy my day while I was leading up to this. Was not watching the number change, but I assume it went from 6 to 7. No, I'm happy to be back on my regular schedule, and I expect to be back playing HBS again tomorrow as well. But unfortunately, I wasn't able to play all day today. Had some other stuff going on. Let's see. What else was I going to do? We should be at 0 still victory points and 0 support points. And we should be able to acquire victory points gradually as we are a liaison contract. We should periodically be given missions with a liaison that are worth those victory points that we can then convert into support points to bring reinforcements along on our battle, which is the plan, because one of our objectives, you may have noticed, is to maintain control of this mech base until the last day of the contract. So we're not getting out of this one early. We will be here for the full 3 months. We've already been here just under a month. So we've got 2 months. That's 8 rolls, 8 Mondays, any of which could spawn a mission like the type that we need. Especially because we do have, I know you can't see this behind my face, but Marianas and Tongass Lance are in the scouting role, which is the highest rate of spawning missions, and Galatea Lance is in the fight role, which is the second highest rate. I don't know if they kept it from previous versions, but it was 60% for the scout role and 50% for the fight role per week to roll a mission. So I guess time will tell if we are still following that rule. The same chart, I guess, would be following. So we do have some armor damage on this rifleman and some actuator damage and some internal damage, but nothing super difficult. Looks like at one point I had wanted to spend extra time on that. And I see why, because, well, veterans on a 4, we've got regulars. We have quite a few regulars. We'll have Halima here knock out these couple of big jobs. And we'll have Kai knock out this. Well, this is going to be a 40-minute job. Oh, and he's going to gain some XP for that. That's fine, I guess. B, I kind of want you to be our next veteran, so I'm going to be having you do all the littlest of repairs. And we want a veteran working on this leg, not on a 9. This is going to be a multi-day project. Chris, I believe, has edge. We'll have Halima reload this just to get her off the list. And we can have one of our green techs on this actuator, or let's have Vernita work on that, and we'll spend 180 minutes. That leaves her an even hour, gives us a nice easy roll. And then who do we not really want getting XP? Kostya can on a 5 for 12 points. Yeah, okay. All right, so the rifleman's done and ready. or will be in a couple of days with any amount of luck. Denise should have saved that, actually. I want her to be the next regular tech, I think. How are we doing this? Bignol, I assume. Center torso, of course, we're going to put one of our best people on that with the best target number possible. I believe Lonnie has edge just in case. And if he doesn't, no one else does. Kostya working on, oh, that was 30 points of armor that just vanished. We might be needing some more armor before this is all said and done. We will have Kai try that and fail. Okay, Susan on a 5, no? Okay, well at least we didn't lose any more armor. Oh, this is that right arm. What? Can we scrap it or no? We must first remove all equipment. Okay, that's going to be actuators mainly. Oh, we can actually salvage the large laser from that. That's bueno. Alright, so that's everything out of the right arm. We can go back to repair mode. We can go back to all. We can finally scrap this right arm. We're definitely going to spend not half time. We wanted ×4 time. Yeah, that's something we're going to spend a couple of days on. Salvage machine gun. We can have a green tech do that at ×4. Ratnabala, you're our new ammo tech. And Veronica Hurst can get started on that engine. It'll be a couple of days, I'm sure. Right arm on a 7. Yeah, we'll spend the time on that. And where's the left arm? Okay, so we have to salvage the machine gun first. Piece of cake. I was gonna have a green tech do it, but veterans. Susan, Fred, Modry. You're doing maintenance, I'm sure. Fred, yeah, you're doing maintenance on the Archer, and that's taking up almost all of your time. So we're not gonna have you doing any arms or legs. Warhammer, of course, is not actually damaged. The Scorpion, which is scrap because we did core it out, but it does have some interesting parts, I guess. We'll go ahead and, I mean, no reason not to have our veterans pulling this thing apart, right? Oh. I guess that happens even when you have your best person on it. We kind of want this PPC. We can get it on a 5 in one day with a regular, but Fred Modry, you can spend like 3 days and do that. Keep you off of my list. The cockpit, maybe Susan can knock that out in like 3 days. And then a whole bunch of actuators, which we can give to our regular techs. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you can take another crack at that tomorrow. And yeah, should have that done tomorrow as well. Monroe, 5, sure, why not? I'm not really worried about keeping that right leg unless we have another scorpion to put it on. Then I like to have green techs do ammo bins. Alright, so now we've got vehicles. I want Doodles on armor duty because I really want another veteran mechanic around here. And I guess we don't have any green techs to do ammo bins. Doodles on armor. Where else have we got armor? Oh, okay, well. Okay, well, Doodles is a veteran now. Through trial and error, learning by making mistakes, he is now a veteran tech, which is exactly why I was doing what I was doing, but it feels I mean, it just feels weird, like, I don't know. It's hard to explain. And we'll give these guys the XP of removing some stabilizers. Wow, you guys are not doing great on these stabilizers today. Alright. Other than the ammo bin, which, you know what, we'll have Doodles try that as well. Heck, why not? Alright. So we're gonna have to assign someone to this. Amelia, sure. And it should just be the salvage that's holding us up, so we can ignore that. I see mostly green. Failed to get the front right leg off the scorpion, no big deal. Failed to get the large laser off the goblin. Okay, so yeah, we had some armor on order. That's all gonna be here within about a week or so, including some of it much sooner. Hikari Ono building up some XP again still. You know, how much armor? We've got 800 on the way, 500. Yeah, we should be okay. We're not expecting a high rate of action over the coming weeks. Alright, left arm on the Thunderbolt. I want that to go, oh man, to a veteran. Lonnie, can you spend a couple of days on that and get it on a 7, I hope? Okay, so clearly we did get the right arm on, which is good. Might as well just do all of this on ×4. And I thought we had more green text available. Guess not. Alright, so the engine will be ready tomorrow. The left arm is going to be a couple days. We should have the rest of the right arm actuators in soon, and then after that, should be smooth sailing. Alexandru can do that. The cockpit is being worked on. PPC is being worked on. Let's try and get this leg off. B, no. I'm not even gonna try that again. Alright, and I think these salvage jobs, we're just gonna try and get as many successes as possible. Not that stabilizers are valuable or anything like that. Autocannon 10 maybe. Amelia, you're doing so much maintenance. You're not gonna have any time to do anything. I don't even want you necessarily doing this. That's gonna be like a week. Yeah, I want to hold off on that. Oh, should have remembered this before now. Yeah, make sure that everyone's being tended to and treated. Okay, so the rifleman's a work in progress. Thunderbolt needs an arm. Warhammer we're not too concerned about. Scorpion's coming apart nicely. Hetzer is gonna need the engine and sensors out. And Goblin, the laser, is the main holdup. Which shouldn't actually be that much of a holdup here in the coming days. It being Thursday, so we've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday before we have a chance for a mission. Okay, Veronica Hurst failed to fix the fusion engine on the Thunderbolt. Okay. Other than that, it looks like everything went successfully. Doodles. Yeah. Let's go ×3. I don't mind risking a 5, even though I'm about to use that large laser, or a large laser, installed in the Thunderbolt. So we'll have a regular. That's gonna be 3 days. We'll have Lori. Let me check on that. Lori, yeah, you're not doing maintenance. You can get started on the sensors. First of all, who are we gonna have doing this engine? Is that gonna be Chris? Yeah, okay. And that should be done tomorrow. We should have hopefully have the left arm on tomorrow as well. All right. Lonnie used up her edge, saving the left arm from being destroyed, which is good, I suppose. And oh yes, the deployed lance has come back to roost. Malika Diesel, we might end up destroying that left arm. It's entirely likely. So that's going to be reloads. This is going to be quick. The Wolverine's going to be quick. The Atlas is going to be a little bit. Who was our ammo tech? Denise, maybe? Ratnabala. And then who's got half an hour? Anyone have half an hour exactly? Guess not. B. Can you do that? Yeah, thank you. The Orion, likewise, only needing 20 minutes worth of work. We'll have Chris do that. And Ratnabala can spend 45 minutes doing ammo. Get that off of my list. Thunderbolt is just waiting on that left arm, which should be tomorrow. Wolverine, let me start with this Atlas first, because he actually took significant damage. Veronica on a 3. I don't think we need to spend quite that much time on it. But yeah, still Veronica. Ratnabala can spend half an hour doing ammo. And then why not do a heat sink as well? Okay, the Atlas is down to light damage, and it's all armor. Okay, yeah, we can do 130, 25, and 25. Halima, 85, get that down to 1. Yeah, 160 and 170 works. I think I saw some edge be used there, which is not ideal for armor, but was not paying close enough attention. Oh, screwed that up a little bit too. I don't see any way to make 70 evenly, but maybe with 5 minutes for tomorrow? Sure, that sounds good. I wish my target numbers were not so bad, but these mechs have not been well maintained. Alright. Now, let's see, this Hetzer should be off of the list tomorrow. Warhammer will not be off the list for a while. Wolverine tomorrow. And the Thunderbolt, maybe we can get that one done tomorrow as well. So that wasn't too much repairs. Still, I regret nothing. I do not regret pulling out of that mission. I did not want to have to replace that Atlas. I'm a little attached to it. We did destroy the left arm on the Thunderbolt. How many of those have we got left? Mech left arm. Let me get this in numerical order here. We have 1 left. Let's buy, I'm guessing 3 more of those should be enough. especially because the first one's not going to be here for at least a couple of days. Loney, you've got full time. All right, well, with a little luck, we won't destroy this one, and at most we'll be able to take another crack at it tomorrow. At worst, we destroy it and we have to wait a day or two for repair or parts to come in. In the meantime, we did fail to get the left arm on, but it did not get broken. Personnel market is updated. We've got a green aerospace pilot that I'm not interested in hiring. Maintenance on the Archer is not going well. Let's see, the Mackie refit kit is going to be quite a while. The Atlas refit kit is going to be also quite a while, but an order of magnitude less. The Emperor is going to be forever as well. The Cronus in 11 days. I think that's probably getting its roll in 11 days. The Quick Draw in 10 days. The Banshee in, what is that, 50 days? 51, I think. 50 and a half. We did get these arms. 2 of them will be delivered tomorrow. Refits are faster than standard remodels, but still not quick. Yeah, I would say 10 days is a quick turnaround time for a refit. Most of my refits tend more towards like 20 days or up because I'm usually replacing all the heat sinks in them. And a heatsink refit tends to take a bit of time. I think it's just baseline is like 9,000 minutes or something. In the meantime, we do still have a left arm that we can try to throw on here. We can have Chris do that. Maybe she's got edge again. It's Monday. She should. Is it maybe time to think about fixing up this Warhammer? That's a lot of lasers I'm gonna have to pull out of that torso. But, I mean, we've got the time. Do we want a green tech doing that? No, we've got a regular that I can have do that. Alright, so that's the left arm, left torso. All the lasers. Let's start off with ×2 and see what that gets us. 7s. No, I don't really feel like trying to replace all those on 7s. We're going to spend a whole day on each one with a regular tech. Just gonna spend the day with all of our techs practicing uninstalling and reinstalling medium lasers. There we go. Target number 4 on that double heat sink. What I was looking for. I really didn't want to have to replace a double heat sink. Ah, right. Never actually removed the left arm. There it is. All right. So that was kind of a pain in the butt. And I definitely want veteran. Oh man, we're gonna break so many of those putting them back in, aren't we? Left arm, 70 ton. We do have, looks like 5 of those. They're both functional. It's interesting. And how many left torsos have we got? 3. All right, and who do we have working on that? How about Penny? Well, she's doing maintenance on a lot of things. So it's Shasta, I believe. Susan, maybe? Susan is doing maintenance on the Orion. So it's going to be either Loney or Chris or Tamalika. None of whom is available currently. All right, well, since we didn't spawn any missions this week, which is surprising and somewhat worrisome because I really want that victory point. Okay, Chris uses edge to get the left arm on the Thunderbolt instead of breaking it, which is an excellent use of edge. I wholeheartedly support that use of edge. Have some green text, maybe earn some XP replacing machine guns or ammo bins. Ammo bins. And then we'll have actuators. And we'll have regulars doing the machine guns. And I guess shot out here we'll do ammo. All right, left torso. We've got Loney, we've got Tamalika. All right, Loney should have edge, I think. And that's all we can do for now. Maintenance on the Orion. I'm guessing that actually did not go badly because it's easy to maintain. And the Blackjack is getting extra time, so I still see an E here and a couple of D's, but trending upwards, which is what we always like to see. Loney got the left torso on the Warhammer, which is fortunate. Now we can get the left arm on. We'll have Tamalika. Does Tamalika have edge? I want to say no. And Chris, I don't think has more than one, does she? No. Well, they've got even odds. Hopefully we don't break it. Alright, and we're just gonna have all of our regular techs spending all day reinstalling these lasers. Maybe even going into tomorrow day. No? Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, so all we need left is to get this left arm back on. Even odds we don't break it. I hate trying to install arms and legs on mechs when I don't have at least a veteran tech with edge available. And fortunately, we didn't really break it at least. Loney, care to take another crack at that? Thursday going into Friday. We did get the left arm on the Warhammer, so it is just about combat ready. Have Chris put the PPC back in. We'll have Alexandru put the double heatsink. Try to put the double heatsink in. I guess that falls on B then. At least he got XP for it, I think, because he needed 3. Should be. Susan might be handing off her maintenance to Tamalika. I don't know why Tamalika has so much free time. She doesn't have edge. She's not close to leveling up. And that is everything well and truly complete and done out of the repair bay. Now we just have some stuff in the warehouse needing fixing. We'll have you spend a couple days on that. We'll have you spend a couple days on that. Going into Saturday. Failed. Gained XP at least. Warehouse. Have Loney do that. And just do that. All right, so that was some terrible rolls. And that should be warehouse already. All right. Now we could launch an attack anytime now, but I really want to wait until we've got a victory point that we can convert into supply points so that we can bring reinforcements. Because I really don't want another repeat of potentially losing a mech or something. I'd rather bring overwhelming forces. Personnel market update. Flamer foot platoon. We do not condone violations of the Ares conventions in this unit. APC was damaged. The stabilizer. Well, it's a good thing we have a ton of spare stabilizers, because the odds of breaking this are going to be pretty high because it's already in condition F. Yeah. Okay, so scrap and replace. Doodles, if you please. Doodles, if you don't please. At least he gained an XP for it. Okay, so we've got the Mackie in a while, we've got the Atlas coming up, the Emperor never, the Cronus in, that should be, what, 3 days? The quick draw, and, or no. 3 days is 1440, so that's going to be the quick draw in 3 days, the Cronus in 4. And we've got a convoy escort mission coming up on the 28th, if that can be believed, and it can. Okay, attached allies, we have some light mechs and a hunchback. We've got a convoy of mostly garbage. The Banshee could be interesting, but I believe that's a primitive variant, so he's probably going to be spending a lot of time knocked down. But still, that's about I want to say 4,000 points worth of stuff altogether. The enemy is bringing a medium lance, looks like, and some artillery from their artillery base. And they've also got a medium or heavy lance for reinforcements. And there is also a ton, like a load of sea vessels, it looks like. Excuse me. Why are we fighting against an unknown hostile navy? Let me see these. Let me see these objectives. What's going on here? Terrain, wooded lake, map size 35 by 65, so a pretty good sized map with presumably a fair amount of water. At dusk dawn in the moderate snowfall, escort the allied convoy across the map or rout the attacking force. 3 trainees will deploy alongside your lance, keep them alive. Liaison will deploy alongside your force in a battle mech under your command. Okay, so he must be the hunchback, and the 3 lights must be the trainees. And it's funny because he's arguably not even the best pilot of the group. It looks like we've got one almost veteran and a couple of greens. If we can, a support point per surviving unit. We could, depending on how this mission goes, we could potentially bring our entire company against that artillery base. That is certainly an exciting prospect. We do have to preserve 100% of the trainees and the hunchback, and preserve 50%. Apparently they're drawing our QRF into this battle is what it's basing the mission on. But our QRF is not going to be the ones deployed to this. I mean, they might be deployed on the side. We're looking at some tracked APCs, a Vedette, and a Saracen. But we're definitely, for a lance of that, or for a conflict, for a battle of that scale, we're definitely deploying one of our actual lances, our combat lances. So we've got Mariana Lance, we've got, well, I did promise Tonga Lance action, didn't I? Because that's all of you guys. We are deploying as the player force, not as the reinforcements. And the QRF, I presume, will be added on the day of the 28th. In the meantime, we have Yarvik with a concussion. How long is he going to be wounded for? 3 more days. Fortunately, he's not deploying, though. That's going to be Fred Jones, aka Hoser, and the awesome Ruby Singh Gilmore, aka Stiletto, in the Cronus. Adan Gato, aka Tsubasa, in the Blackjack. Vale Raskzak, aka Warwolf, in the Stalker Mark II with the double heat sinks. And Ashanaya Endez, aka Ash, in the Archer. And which Archer is this? What did I do to that? I need to remember. Where did it go? There we are. Oh yes, this is the medium laser and hatchet build. And it is a shame that with the hatchets that it doesn't stack with the battle fists. But that is the mech that was built for that character, so that's what I'm going to be rolling with. Although we do have, thought we had another Archer being refitted into an SRM mech, if I wasn't mistaken, or perhaps I was. Okay, yeah, we've just got the two Mark IIIs with the double heat sinks and the Ash with the medium lasers. Random guy, hey, how's it going? Have I got Girl Scout cookies? Put some. That won't be necessary. We've got Girl Scout cookies around here. Um, Glad you could join us. It's been pretty quiet. I've just mainly been doing repairs and going over this mission that just popped up. It's gonna be it's gonna be Tonga Lance with some light trainees and our liaison and the Hunchback. It says I've been streaming for 8+ hours. No, that is entirely inaccurate. According to my timer, I've been on for 52 minutes and change. So no, definitely not an 8-hour stream. I'm sure Frank was saying earlier that he thought I should have been streaming all day as well, but unfortunately that was not possible. So our objective for this mission is to escort the trainee across, or the convoy, which is these guys, which is 2 lances of mainly vehicles, but some mechs. Actually, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mechs and 3 vehicles is the convoy. Against a medium lance and some artillery and some heavier mechs and a whole mess of naval vehicles. And we will find out Tonga Lance should have at least 1 reroll, right? Yeah, we've got tactics, we've got strategy, we've got leadership. So we should be able to reroll one of these conditions. And I'm thinking we could really game the system, reroll the terrain and get rid of the lake. And that would get rid of basically all of the marine vessels. But that's on the 28th. What doth the interim bring? Not much. We're not quite gonna have the quick draw or the Cronus. The long tom artillery was busted. Well, it got busted. Stabilizer. Okay, well, we know how that's most likely going to go. It's a good thing we keep spare stabilizers in stock. Doodles over here making me really doubt the capabilities of our tech crew. All right, so with no further ado, do we want to reroll the Wooded Lake terrain and try to get rid of all of those unknown hostiles, or do we want to just deal with the unknown hostiles? An interesting question, to be sure. Okay, so convoy. Let's make you pink, nice and visible. Pirate primary op 4. Let's go with tan with a red stripe for the enemies. Pirate artillery, we'll use the same one because they're on the same team. Because why not? Let's see, our Federated Commonwealth reinforcements. We'll do, was it blue and yellow works for us? Ish, sort of. And the unknown hostiles. I don't think purple is. We go yellow maybe so they stand out on the water. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Wait. The wasp, the javelin, and the hunchback. Where is... There should be another one of those guys. Javelin is... Oh, the Stinger LAM. I mean, do we really need the Stinger LAM on the battlefield? It's already going to be kind of crowded. Especially with 4, 8, 12, 16 naval vessels. And they're just going to be kind of scattered all over the map, it looks like. And they're going to be attacking presumably both sides, which means that the convoy is going to be in danger. We should have one reroll though. And with that, what happens if we do that? A lot more green, a lot less blue. What happens if we do this with our reroll? Gives us, well, a lot more blue, a lot less green. "16 naval vessels, yes. Unknown hostiles, including coastal cutters, submarines, command vessels. Yeah, not a lot of variety here. We've got, looks like 6, 7 silver fins, about 4 Neptunes, and I see 5 Mauna Keas. And I wasn't counting, so I don't know what that adds up to, but yeah, it looks like just like, yeah, just 3 types of vehicles repeated 16 times. So we could limit their scope, or we could open up the map. And honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards opening up the map because most of these guys are lousy shots, and we can avoid them pretty easily. And maybe it'll distract the thumpers, who are gonna be off board, so we're not gonna be able to destroy them. Yeah, dusk dawn, so we're gonna have limited visibility. And we have also lost the initiative badly, even within our team. And we're deploying on the north side of the map and presumably trying to get to the south side. Let us... Well, the hunchback is probably going to be the biggest burden because he is slow and also a priority target. I'm thinking I can put him here. Okay, so the convoy is deploying like an idiot. Let's see, Javelin would be able to jump into heavy woods here, or heavy woods there. Okay, the Banshee is deployed way off to the side. That's super helpful. And the Wasp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll keep you back from the Javelin just a little bit. Alright, Blackjack gonna be following along behind the Hunchback. Let's see, Hoser. How do we deploy you? I want you, you're gonna have a hard time keeping up with the advance. I'd like to get you into cover where you can like have a good field of view. Same thing with Warwolf. The more field of view we can give him, the better off he'll be. He's got LRMs and large lasers. Actually, the Archer is kind of a long-range specialist as well. 4, 5, yeah, we'll jump there. Turn 1. Alright, so we have one initiative on turn 1, and I assume we're about to see a whole bunch of yellow blips. Oh yeah, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 targets at least. Did they not try to deploy near the bad guys as well? Is it going to be me against 2 teams? Did not sign up for that. Well, this is certainly going to be interesting no matter how you slice it. Alright, so the Banshee kind of trying to join the fray, the Crosscut and the MegaMek recovery coming in hot as well, which they really don't need to be doing. So it looks like our only targets are these third-party guys, specifically on 11s. I mean, we might as well, if they are hostile. We know this. Machine gun and torpedoes on the silver fins. AC-10s and LRMs on the Mauna Keas. Okay, so yeah, we definitely want to be trying to knock out these Mauna Keas. Okay, none of these medium lasers are gonna hit anything. It's a pretty big navy for such a small lake. Yeah, it absolutely is. And I'm wondering where the actual op for is as well. Sure, we'll take a shot at them. Mostly none of the shots are worth taking. They're hiding very well. Yeah, it certainly seems like it. So the Stalker, that's gonna be Warwolf, Rakzak. Raskzak? Yeah. Landing 10 LRMs to the front of his target and breaching it and destroying it by sinking it. And that is the only hit of the turn. So, one shot, one kill. Way to go, Warwolf. No one's building up any heat, which is fortunate because we haven't really done anything yet. And our team has won the initiative. I mean, do we continue the advance? These Mauna Keas with their autocannon 10s are actually a little bit scary. Or we could fall back and hope that the enemies fight each other while we lob LRMs on these guys from afar. Or we could try to go around. Might be difficult for the Banshee. Stiletto's gonna have no problem. She's got jump jets. That doesn't give him anything within short range. Oh man, there are so many of them. So many of them. And I don't think I want to be within 5 hexes of them if I can be. Because they have autocannon 10s. Tsubasa, on the other hand, wants to be 5 hexes because he has large lasers. And we'll be in those woods next turn. Yeah, Ash wants to be as close as possible with those medium lasers. Within 3 hexes if possible. Stiletto, likewise, has more medium lasers and SRMs than anything else. Alright, Mr. Trainee, you're in a Wasp. You cannot afford to take an autocannon 10 shot. You're going to hang back until the way is clear. I'm tempted to do the same thing with the Javelin. The Javelin at least has some offensive capabilities. We'll fire a couple of... Oh, no, we'll fire one of those 9s and then whole mess of these other 9s. Actually, you know what? We can do all the 9s. That's 5. Yeah, I want to maybe be firing at the other one. And we'll throw in a 7 as well. And you know what? Since there's snow, we'll throw in a medium laser on top of everything else. on 11s though. Ash on 12s. We'll build up no heat on 12s. Okay, Hoser taking some fire from some of these autocannons and LRMs, it looks like. Got a 9 on that guy and 13s. Dang, just the 9 then. Unless... yeah, we'll throw in a couple of 12s at this guy. Just because it's heat neutral. Wasp, you've got no target. Javelin, I doubt you have a target, but just in case. No, not on 13s. And the Hunchback on 12s. Yeah, we'll throw in some 12s. No reason not to. Alright, Blackjack landing a medium laser on the right side of his target. Awesome. Landing 3 hits to the front of the Mauna Kea. Ah, Mr. McGrilla. How's it going? Oh, you're from Oz. I'm constantly amazed at how international my audience is. Yes, welcome to the party. Glad you could join us. If you'd like to get in on the action, just let me know on the Discord, and we'll see about getting you involved more if you'd wanted. So, a lot of missing happening. Some hits, but nothing got sunk. Building up just a little bit of heat. And winning initiative-ish. Alright, the Hunchback was trying to scoot along this side and try to get past this massive navy. Tsubasa was trying to also scoot past, but maybe cutting it a little bit closer with his medium lasers. Hoser came over here to do this. Been watching his YouTube videos on Challenger Deep. Still got a long while to catch up to this point, though. Okay, well, glad you could join us live. Always happy to have new members of the audience join in. Wishing I hadn't just finished both of my drinks with 45 minutes left. But I'll be okay. Worst case scenario, I'll have to go get some more water. Wolf. Getting close? Yeah, I want you 7 hexes away from them. You've got those LRMs. Yeah, I'm getting close to one of these Mauna Keas. Try to trash it from there. Watching live is always fun. You can see how the magic happens in real time. I'm really glad you guys are enjoying this. Um, Makes it worth doing for me. Oh, the crosscut entered water and fell and damaged his right arm and breached it. That's unfortunate. Hopefully he can keep it running. Uh, let's see, Tsubasa. 80? Is 80 the one we want? 80... 81. No, we want 81, I think. And that's gonna be on 7s. Yeah, 7s and 9s. And we're only keeping one medium laser silent this turn. So that's a good barrage. We'll take some 5s on number 80 as well. And a 7. Warwolf on 9s and 11s and 7s. 7s is what we came here for. And we'll throw in an 11 as well, just because we've got the heat sinks and the combat computer to do it. Um, 80 and 81 are both being targeted. This guy is also being where would it be best? Where do we need the most backup? We've got Tsubasa firing at 81. Yeah, we'll throw all of our 9s at 81 as well. Oh, I did not realize there was another Mauna Kea over here. Okay, so we've got 7s and 9s. We'll skip one of the medium lasers. We'll build up 3 heat to get the SRMs off. Wasp on 15s has no target. The Javelin on 9s can go ahead and build up a couple points of heat. And the Hunchback SP is just trying to avoid detection. But he might... Yeah, he's got 10s. Might as well loose some arrows, if you will. Alright, the Silverfin firing a machine gun at the Javelin hits him in the left leg, leaving him with 6 armor, because Javelins have paper for armor. Adon Gato firing at number 81, hitting him in the right side with the large laser, hitting him in the front with the medium laser. Not breaching it, unfortunately. Hoser breaching number 80 and sinking it, so that's cool. Warwolf at number 73, destroying a stabilizer, landing 8 missiles, just 8 LRMs on 7s, both to the left side. Yeah, kill. Yeah. I figure there's gonna be a lot of kills going around this mission. A lot of hull breaches, a lot of sunk ships, lots of XP getting handed out. I like it. Ash at number 81. 81 was... Let's see. 80 is the one that's got sunk. So 81 is still up and active. Hitting it in the front with a medium laser, costing it another movement point. Hitting it in the front with 2 more medium lasers, but not quite. Still 5 armor left. Number 70 firing at Ash and missing on 11s and 10s. Number 73 firing at Lark and missing on 10s and 12s. Way to go, Rank. That'll teach him. Yeah, things are starting off really well. We haven't taken we've taken one machine gun's worth of damage. Other than that, everything has been a miss. Cronus, that's Stiletto, landing a hit on number 70 to the left side, causing the machine gun to malfunction. And all 4 SRMs, costing movement points and ultimately breaching the hull. So number 70 is dead too to the SRM from Stiletto. So kills all around so far. Mauna Kea number 80 returning fire at our stalker, hitting with 6 LRMs to the right torso and center torso. The Javelin missing on 9s, the Hunchback missing on 10s. So minimal damage to us, pretty much maximum damage to them. The Javelin is going to kick on us. Do we want to kick on a 7? And do you really want out? It's like 30 degrees out there. Yeah, we'll take the chance and kick on a 7. And the Javelin gets a kill on the Silverfin Coastal Cutter by breaching the front armor. Those coastal cutters have very little armor. Building up just a little bit of heat. The Cronus is at 3. The Javelin is at 2. And the Crosscut needs to avoid critical damage due to falling 2 levels. Lands on his left torso, which is empty, so he takes 2 engine hits. The Crosscut might not make it across the map. We'll see. Our team has won the initiative again, so that's going well. I'm just wondering where's the actual op for. These guys are, I guess, planetary government or something, or some other band of miscreants that need to be dealt with, but they're not our actual targets. So we'll start with Poser trying to scoop around this way, or I mean, yeah, we can go in a relatively straight line. It's only a +1 mod, but we're getting closer. Tsubasa, yeah, we'll be able to flip arms and maybe deal some damage that way. But mainly, I just want you out of range of those that autocannon. And still no sign of the pirates that we're actually fighting against. Warwolf's going to be bringing his medium lasers in to bear on this one Mauna Kea. Ash coming at it from the side, maybe coming in to do some damage this way. I can't believe that Javelin kicked the coastal cutter and destroyed it. That was nuts. Alright, and the Javelin, not last nor least. Maybe we can come over here and get a repeat performance. Do I really want to turn my back to that forest? No, I don't. There might be enemies there. The Power Man is just on a tear. He is booking it. And I'm wondering where the submarines are. There were Neptune submarines, and we haven't seen any of them yet. It'd be interesting if they were equipped with those amphibious destroyers from Supreme Commander. Supreme Commander, I can't say I ever played that one. But maybe someone in chat can enlighten me. Definitely targeting the Mauna Kea on 9s and 11s. We'll take some 6s against that same Mauna Kea. 6s and 8s, building up 1 point of heat. And leaving this Mauna Kea for Warwolf to absolutely decimate with everything except his LRMs. I'd be surprised if that guy survives this round. Maybe we can take out this 12s. Oof, maybe not. Wasp still has no target, I'm sure, because he spent an extra round hiding out in the back. We'll go up to 4 heat with the Javelin, because he might not have a target next turn. And it looks like the Hunchback has, well, on a 12. Take 2 shots on a 12. Sure, why not? Alright, Blackjack, missing the Mauna Kea, number 73. Hoser landing a hit on number 73's front, leaving it with 40 armor, but not breaching it. The Silverfin missing the Javelin with the machine gun. The Stalker at the number 81 Mauna Kea hits it in the left side. Too much celebration, huh? Yeah, on 6s, statistically, you should have landed more than 1. And what is it, a 9 or better to breach, or a 10 or better? Yeah, missing 6s, that's unfortunate. So Lark landing a large laser and a medium laser, breaching the front and destroying his target, number 81. And then following that up with some SRMs, breaching it all across the front. And ultimately destroying it. Not even just sinking it, but actually destroying the target. Ash missing on 12s, Cronus missing on 8s and 10s. Hoser taking 9 LRMs from number 73 to the left arm and right torso. The Javelin missing on 9s, the Hunchback missing on 12s, and Hoser also getting tagged by an autocannon 10 to the left leg. Faint, he says. Indeed. Do we go for another kick on a 7? I think we do. Oh, that Javelin is on a tear as well, man. He's killed 2 of those Silverfins by kicking them. Alright, our team has 1 initiative again. The convoy has lost all of 8 battle value from those 2 engine hits that he took while falling, I'm sure. The unknown hostiles are down to 58%. We're down to 98.66. Largely from scratching Hoser's paint. Alright, Hoser. Want you double timing it. Trying to keep up with the rest of the group. Warwolf likewise needs to struggle to keep up. Ash would like to end her turn 3 hexes or less away from this Mauna Kea and try to finish it off. Or failing that, maybe try and take out one of these silver fins for the XP. Meanwhile, Tsubasa, how fast is this Power Man? He is just getting away from us. He's a 4-6. Is he sprinting? How far did he move? Sprinted 8. That's why. We will also sprint 7 hexes trying to keep up. Don't want him getting too far ahead. I wish he wouldn't sprint. I don't want to get too far from the group. Alright, there is still this one Mauna Kea left, and the rest is all silver fins, looks like. I guess it doesn't really make much of a difference. I don't know if that's a good idea. There could be there could be submarines in that water. Alright, Tsubasa, you sprinted this turn, didn't you? And you haven't got a target anyways. How much armor does this Mauna Kea have? He has about 40 points on the front and about 25 on the left side, give or take. Let's see if we can't sink him. Oh. Okay, well that's really unfortunate. We've got him on a 4, or him on a 4. And we are playing with the rule that the primary target has to be in the front arc. That makes it a 6. Okay, so the Mauna Kea might not die this round. We'll see. Warwolf, likewise, only has shots with his right arm weapons. And that on 12s and 8s. Try to knock out a couple of these silver fins while we're at it. Go up to 5 heat with stiletto just to get that full barrage of close range weapons. And the wasp, does it even have a target? Not on a 14, it doesn't. The javelin likewise, and the hunchback sprinted. Alright, silver fins firing at the archer. All 3 of them miss on 7s, 12s, and 10s. Hoser getting a kill on his primary target, which was the silver fin, destroyed by damage. That the Mauna Kea, he lands a hit on the front. So yeah, that is all hits, any one of which I think would have been enough to kill that light little cutter. And then you also landed your secondary shot on the Mauna Kea. And yeah, indeed you are redeemed. Silverfin's missing the Archer. Stalker at the Mauna Kea, missing on 12s and 8s. The Archer at the Silverfin, hitting it in the turret and the right side. Wait, I think that one might be already dead, because I'm not seeing structure remaining on the right side. Mauna Kea missing the Stalker on 10s and 12s. The Cronus hitting the Silverfin and destroying it by breaching it in the right side. And then destroying it with SRMs. Banshee at the Silverfin destroying the left side. That one's probably also already dead. Looks like armor destroyed. Section, no? It was already dead though. Just not in that section. Okay, so we've got the Cronus at 5 heat, which is fine. The Banshee at 1, the Crosscut at 1. Everyone else is running pretty chill. We've won in the initiative. Alright, I kind of want to see what this Power Man is going to do. If he's going to sprint, I guess we're going to try to sprint as well. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll scout out some enemies for us, and then we can kill them. Alright. Hoser trying to keep up. Warwolf trying to keep up. Tsubasa, I guess, trying to keep up. Yes, we'll sprint. And the Hunchback might as well, also. Ash, which way are we going with her? Alright, Stiletto, maybe we can get the kill on the Mauna Kea with you. You're fast, you can catch back up. Alright. Tsubasa, you sprinted. Hunchback also sprinted. Hoser, get first dibs on this Mauna Kea that he already damaged. We've got 6s and an 8. Warwolf, I don't think we want to waste ammo on it, but maybe we can kill the Silverfin as well. On 12s and 10s. And we'll do heat neutral. Ash unfortunately hasn't got any targets because of the way I moved her. And I really, really want this Mauna Kea dead, so we're going to go ahead and light them up, putting us at 3 heat. And the Wasp trying to get in some action on 11s. The Javelin has no target. Right, Silverfins, all missing the Cronus with their machine guns. Awesome at the Mauna Kea, hitting the right side with 2 PPCs, causing the machine gun to malfunction. And a large laser to the front. Stalker on 10s and 12s, hitting with nothing. Cronus on 7s, hitting the right side, causing the machine gun to malfunction. Hitting the right side and following that up with 2 SRMs and stunning the crew for a turn. The wasp missing its target on 11s. Stiletto, can we kick this Mauna Kea, please, and get a kill on a 4? We can! We breached the right side of the hull. So, that's exciting. That's all the Mauna Keas and all the cutters except for, I think, 3 of them. And we finally lost the initiative. Oh, and now we're starting to see some thumpers coming in. Wait, these are friendlies. The Thunderbolt, the Enforcer, the Champion, and the Warhammer. So where are the enemies? Oh, I mean, are we actually gonna get the whole convoy across without seeing any bad guys? We don't even have any radar blips yet. No unidentified targets, no nothing. Maybe they're all submarines. There are submarines on the map, yes, but there are also enemy forces, land forces, the traditional conventional type, around here somewhere. And this power man is seriously booking it. Go into all the water and see if there's scuba divers and melee them. I mean, I don't know if there are rules for scuba divers. Good idea, that's what he has a wasp for. Have you ever outfitted a wasp with torpedoes in its missile launcher? Because I haven't. Hid the atlases in the water. Oh, we have contact. We've got 2 Vulcans and a Cronus and a sensor return. And they, I predict, are going to mess this power man right on up. Because we sprinted. Yeah, we'll fire, I guess, just 1. I wonder if there's rules for underwater infantry. I'm not terribly familiar with advanced rules. That's one of the things I really like about this game is the sheer number of advanced rules that you can pull in to simulate any situation. But even still, I'm not sure that there are rules for underwater infantry. Okay, just a minute. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm sure you can. Give me just 1 second. Okay, but it's like freaking freezing out there. I'll see you back in here in like 5 minutes. Okay, so sorry about that. Who was that? That was Cleo. She's the neighborhood stray cat that we let in when it's cold, and she wanted to go out. Another really good round. Was that the co-owner of your Merc company? Oh my god. Yeah, basically. I took my headphones off because I thought that was my cat meowing for a minute. No, that was on this end. And she's already crying to be let back in. You guys give me just 1 second. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, it's like icy out there and wet and cold. Okay, so the champion killing a silverfish. She figured out it was cold out there. Yeah, she did. Very quickly. Oh, are you freezing? Yeah. Yeah, she's cold. Destroying a silverfin. Warhammer hitting presumably the same one in the rear with a PPC. Hoser landing a hit on the front of his target and destroying it as well. Alright. So we have lost the initiative. Rather, well, not badly. The unknown hostiles lost it worse than we did. Thumpers landing in 1 turn. Little miss in question. No, you cannot be on my monitor screen. Alright, so we've got 2 Vulcans, a Cronus, and I forget what else. Maybe a... Was it a heavy? I don't think it was a heavy. But we've got the Thunderbolt and the Enforcer hopefully backing us up as well. We can start with the Javelin, I think, since your move is going to be relatively predictable. Move 7 hexes, get that target movement mod up. Hunchback is going to wait his turn. Wasp. Going to jump to here, out of everyone's line of sight. Alright. Tsubasa, moving forward 5 hexes, getting an eyes on. That was a Wolverine, not a Griffin. Hoser, which way is faster? Gotta go. It's been great to watch you again. Glad you feel better. Thanks, I appreciate it. We'll see you whenever you get back. You know where to find us on Discord. You know where to find me on YouTube. I'll have the video up as soon as I'm able. We'll see you tomorrow, I presume, for HBS. And obviously, glad you could join us, in case I didn't make that clear. And sorry about everything that happened with Earl's Atlas, but we're gonna make up for it. We're gonna have all the support points in the world after this mission. We'll go in there with extreme prejudice and crush them all. Yeah, we'll sprint because we're not gonna have him target this turn. Should have sprinted Hoser as well. Actually, just have everyone who can't see anyone sprint. I wish you wouldn't do that. You're making me nervous. Alright, I think this Vulcan is volunteering to be first target. Oh, you make me nervous. Alright, Tsubasa at the Vulcan on 12s. We'll take all the 12s. Actually, we'll save some heat for next turn. We'll Alpha Strike next turn when we're shooting on like 9s or 8s, hopefully. Hoser with no targets. Werewolf with no targets. Ash with no targets. No. Really take a Warhammer and champion to take out a single Silverfin. I think that might be overkill. '15s, wow. 13s, also no. Alright, champion missing on 8s and 10s, blackjack missing on 12s, Vulcan missing on 11s, Warhammer hitting the Silverfin with a PPC and destroying it by damage and ammunition explosion. So, that was a very quick shooting turn. Vulcan punches at the Power Man and misses on a 10. Everyone's heat is in check, except for the Warhammer is at 4 and the champion is at 3. Again, that might have been overkill. We've won the initiative. We've got artillery incoming. Alright, well, which Wolverine variant is this? Autocannon 5, medium laser, SRM 6. So the one that I'm probably the least worried about of all the variants. Alright, let's move to engage. Fire for effect. Yeah, sprinting is pretty handy when you're trying to get across the map as soon as possible, like as we are trying to do. Only not you. You're not trying to get across the map as soon as possible. You're trying to stay in cover. Alright, Thumper misses and scatters, damaging terrain. Alright, Tsubasa. 9s on the Wolverine versus 7s on the Vulcan, and the Vulcan has substantially less armor. Yeah, now is the time to overheat. While we're at it, Hunchback, your target is the Wolverine, even on 10s, because you have all the firepower. Alright, Hoser. No targets in visual range. Warwolf. Sprinted. Ash also sprinted, has nothing in range. Stiletto sprinted. And Javelin has 13s. Or maybe, yeah, no, 11s. We'll build up 2 heat on a couple of 11s. Maybe we'll land something, get super lucky. Vulcan. That Vulcan has more medium lasers than I'm used to Vulcans having. Landing 2 medium lasers on the Blackjack's right torso and center torso and a machine gun to the chest. Blackjack returning fire on the same Blackjack, number 58. Glancing off his right torso with a large laser, hitting him in the right arm with the other large laser. Medium lasers glancing off the left and right torso and hitting squarely on the right leg. So he's feeling that, but he's still got armor everywhere. Hunchback on the Wolverine, hitting a medium laser to the left torso, but nothing else. Wolverine at the Hunchback, missing on 12s. Thunderbolt on the Vulcan, glancing his PPC off the right arm, leaving it with 1 armor remaining, and glancing a medium laser off the left leg. Vulcan at the Blackjack, missing on 9s. Javelin on the Vulcan, missing on 11s. The Enforcer at the Vulcan, landing autocannon 10 squarely on the left torso, large laser squarely on the left arm, forcing a piloting check which he barely succeeds on. The Vulcan tries to kick the Blackjack and misses, but does not fall down. Alright, Blackjack is at 2 heat, Javelin is at 2 heat, Hunchback is at 1 heat. Everyone else is pretty chill for the most part. The snow begins to accumulate. We have lost the initiative. Oh yeah, snow is accumulating. It looks strangely green. Alright, Hoser. Is it worth sprinting this turn, or... we need to move Warwolf first. And then we can move Hoser. I'm sorry if the commentary has dropped off a bit. I'm just trying to concentrate. I'm trying to finish as many turns as possible in the next couple of minutes. The Power Man's gonna make it across. Harvester Ant might not. Or the Harvester, I suppose. Unless we can give that Cronus a better target. Oh, yeah, that Wolverine is going to be face to face with a Hunchback. That is not a good place to be, bruh. Crosscut. Breached his left torso and left arm in the water. Was he already breached? I think he is the same one that breached himself earlier. That's okay. Alright, Tsubasa on 12s. We'll go with all but 1. Hoser, nothing in range yet, which is a shame. That's the whole reason I had you run instead of sprint. We've got 15s there. We've got 14s there. Boo is right. I guess I didn't want to miss the opportunity to take a shot, and in so doing, I lost my opportunity to take a shot. So, should have kept sprinting. 13s, that's not good. 12s. We'll take one shot on the 12 and maybe we'll get something better next turn. Alright, now on the hunchy, on 9s. Can we land a quarter of these? I'm hoping for. Building up to 2 points of heat. Alright, the blackjack, landing a large laser on the Cronus's right leg. Wolverine missing, Cronus missing, Javelin missing, Hunchback landing a small laser on the Wolverine's left torso, and 5 SRMs scattered about. 1 on each arm and 3 to the center torso. The Enforcer doing some more work on that Vulcan, glancing off his left torso with a large laser, getting an internal shot. Vulcan at the Hunchback landing an autocannon 2 to the left arm, leaving us with 14 armor there. And then we can try to kick the Wolverine on a 5. We kicked him for 10. He missed his kick on us because he needed an 8. And because of his cramped cockpit, he needs a 7. He gets a 5. He falls down, takes 5 to the left arm and 1 to the left leg, narrowly avoiding pilot damage. And he's going to need, I think, a 6 to stand up. A 6 or 7. Wait, let me... okay, yeah, it's being weird. Crosscut takes a critical hit on the left leg to no effect. Blackjack is at 1 heat. The Hunchback is at 2 heat. Everyone else is running pretty cool. Vulcan is at 4. And we've lost the initiative again. Thumper will land in 1 turns. Alright. Now I'd like to get a shot with the Stalker. I would like to get a shot with the Awesome. Alright, and at the end of this round, I'm going to have to wrap it up because there's no way we're going to finish this battle this turn. We'll hold off on Tsubasa. Ash can run forward and hopefully have a target. We got jump jets. We can hop to here next turn. But yeah, we'll go 7 there. Champion, please don't fall. You're piloting a 6. You suck at this. Oh, back shots on the Cronus and front shots from Ash. Back shots on a Vulcan? Sure. The Wolverine still has not moved. Where do we put the Hunchback? Do we stand still? I think we stand still. Hopefully he doesn't get up. Oh, he got up. Not only after falling down and taking 5 to the right torso rear. Power Man has fled the battlefield. Champion succeeds, yada yada. Oh, Cronus, our Cronus, takes 5 damage from artillery to the left arm. Boo. We'll start with our front shots on this guy on 12s. I was hoping for a little better than that. And then we've got 9s in his back, 9s and 11s. We'll take all 4 11s. Hoser, 12s on the Cronus. 13s on the Wolverine. We'll take a couple of 11s at least. We'll take a 10 as well, and a couple of 12s just in case we get super lucky. 17, that's not going to happen. 14s and 15s with the Javelin. They've just got too much of a target movement mod. And 7s on the Wolverine. If we can hit with half of this stuff, he's going to be hurting. Put us at 2 heat. Alright, so our Archer missing all of his shots at the Cronus on 12s. Almost hit with an 11. Large lasers into the back of the Cronus, one to the left leg, one to the right torso rear. Medium lasers into the right torso rear and center torso rear. Nice rolling Tsubasa. That's both of the 9s and 2 out of the 4 11s. So that is hot dice. The Vulcan at the Hunchback on 12s, missing everything. Awesome on the Cronus on 12s, missing everything. The Stalker on 11s, missing. Our Cronus at the Wolverine on 10s and 12s, missing. Friendly Thunderbolt at the Cronus on a 12, missing. The enemy Cronus on our Archer, landing a medium laser to the left leg. And our Hunchback at the Wolverine landing 2 of the 4 mediums to the left torso and left leg. And landing 2 of the SRMs to the right arm and left arm. So way less than half of everything. The Enforcer missing the Wolverines with the large laser, and the Vulcan missing the Hunchback on 10s and 12s. Cronus stays standing on it. Whatever he needed. Kick him on a 12? No. We will maybe punch him on a 14? No. We are done. Alright, everyone's heat is pretty much in check. We have won the initiative, but it is 10 after you guys. So I appreciate your patience. We're going to call this Convoy. And that's going to be our save game. And we'll go ahead and we'll call this one Exit Save. We're going to go ahead and save our campaign here on the, not the autosave, the, yeah, new save. There we go. All right. So thank you all for joining me. Like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Link to Discord is in my bio. Link to YouTube is in my Twitch and vice versa. We will catch you tomorrow for some HBS Battletech. It's been great having you. It's good to be back. Thank you all for joining me, and good night.